the business. It was not working very well. Okay, so let's get it. All right, so now, hi guys. So the numbers that you see at the top of the video, this is the message. So if you're seeing these numbers, or you're gonna start to see these numbers, they have a message in it for you. Okay, you are in a space where you are transitioning, and there are things that are coming to the surface that are being released, that are no longer going to be accurate for the version of you that you have always been. But either you were surrounded by people who didn't want you to rise up, or you didn't think too highly of yourself. You know, you can trick yourself out of your spot. That's another thing that's what's going on. And then also there's a lot of spiritual and psychological attacks that have been happening to a lot of us. And so we're constantly being bombarded with a lot of stuff, okay? A lot of craziness, okay? A lot of wickedness in high places, okay? We don't battle flesh and blood, but principalities in high places, okay? So you have to understand that, yes, you play a role in the things that are happening in your life, but you have to also understand that there is a system outside of you that's already been implemented, okay? That's you are entering into, okay? And because you're like entering into this system, okay, there's a lot of things that you cannot control. You have no control over it, right? You're co-creating. That means you're not the creator, but you're co-creating with God, with the divine, with source, okay, with Shiva, with, you know what I'm saying, Allah, like whoever you believe in, you are co-creating. So you're not the creator, but you are co-creating with the creator, okay? And there are things that are coming up, right? We just had this blue moon, 2 moons in 1 month, which was in May. And so there's things that are coming up because there is an ending. Like that has to stop in order for for you to be in the position, in the place you're meant to be, right? Some of you, it's like I was just kind of seeing, like some of you, you're meant to be, I don't know, a fashion designer, right? But because of fears or anxiety or lack of confidence or whatever the case may be, you are working at a corner store, or you're working at some, restaurant or something like that, you don't even like, or you don't even get paid that much. But you have to understand that you had to be in that position because that position was preparing you. Even at the lowest position that people may deem, they don't understand, because they don't care to understand, but some people do, that it's a stepping stone to where you need to be. It doesn't matter how old you are. It just, understand that everything prepares you for the next thing, okay? So somebody may look at the position or the job you're in and think, but you in that position to prepare you for where you're supposed to go, okay? So you guys, you had to go through a lot more than the average person. I mean, ever since the pandemic, a lot of people going through it. But before the pandemic, you had to go through a lot so that you can relate to as many people as possible, because the position that you're going to be in, the people you're going to help in your community, the people you have helped in your community, is going to shift something. It's already shifting, but it's going to shift something to this level where it's unimaginable, okay? Like you basically, it's like when people pray, like, God bless me with this, but you know what, I'm gonna let you do it because I know you know better than me. You gonna bless me with something even better than I even imagine myself in. And that's what's happening. You didn't even imagine yourself to be to the level that's coming, okay? So that there's stuff that has to be pushed out of the way, and you really have to work on your confidence and what you believe that is possible for you, and working on your mental state and your physical health, okay? That's really going to help you get to the level that you're meant to be, because you're meant to do really great things. Hey, Blissins, you're meant to do great things. And I know it doesn't seem like how you're going to get there, because maybe you don't have the certain things that you think you should have, or what the world says, or there's things that's piling up. There's so much going on, right? But you are being prepared. The chapters of the old story is closed. It's like basically It's not even that the chapters ended. It literally, a book of your life is done. Like it's about to be published, right? So there's no more working on it. You've already done the corrections. Y'all done looked through the book. You done did everything you needed to do to prepare for this book that you're about to publish. That's you. That's the chapter of your life that you're transitioning from. This is why you can't go back. And it's like you go to a door and you had the keys. The keys used to work. Now all of a sudden you put same key in, and you trying to open the door, it won't open because it's already done. That chapter, that story, that version of you, it's over. It's done, and then there's no going back to it. There's no coming back to it. Okay, so. And you see it in society, you see it in the world right now. But in your individual life, we're talking about your life, okay? That chapter, that story is over. So that old key, it ain't gonna work anymore. Literally, it's a whole new lock, a whole new door, actually, okay? So let's get some cards and some messages. I'm just gonna pull a bunch of cards. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what's gonna come out, okay? But it's like you are a hummingbird. And hummingbirds, they move so fast. And they got their long tongue. And but they move really fast, okay? And they're so beautiful, okay? And basically, you're feeling like right now, what you're going to start feeling, if you're not feeling it already, that everything is moving pretty fast for you. Like one transition from another, but you literally been prepared for each transition that is taking place. Everything that's ending, you've been prepared for that, okay? And look at the card that fell down. Choose a different direction. Choose a new direction, okay? All right. Oh, cooling water from grandma's well. Okay. What is that song? Cooling water? That's an old school song. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, because I really wanna. I can't play it because they'll block the video. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. Let me check the lyrics out. Okay. It felt like cooling water, cooling water, cooling water. It felt like cooling water from grandma's well. And then it says, sleepless nights, so much pain. Okay, didn't see no sunshine, nothing but rain. And God said, help me. And God said, help keep me. No, what? Weeping may endure for a night, but in the morning, it'll be all right. Okay. So yeah. So Cooling Water. So I think that is the name of the song. So you need to look into that. That song is called Cooling Water. It was by the Williams brothers. Okay. So Cooling Water is the song. And here's some other cards that came out. Hold on. Miracles of Isis. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So yes, sir. I haven't pulled Isis cards in a minute. Okay. Yes. Miraculous healing of the goddess. Whew, child. Temple of the Black Obsidian. The dark healing chamber. Once again, that healing. That healing. Okay, so utilizing crystals, darker colored crystals are going to be very beneficial to you. Okay, so I'm like seeing jasper, I'm seeing onyx, jet, shungite, tourmaline, the darker colored crystals. Okay, there's so many of them, but dark colored crystals. Okay, the lunar queen, she of the celestial crescent. Okay, we just had that full moon. So whenever you see it, we just had a full moon, 2 full moons in 1 month, which they call it a blue moon. And so now we're leaving May, going into June, and we're in June right now, the first few days of June, and it is very intense energy, a lot of emotions that are coming to the surface, things that have to trigger you so that you can now be in control of it. So it's no longer controlling you, but you are now in control of it. Okay, so you're being told that you are going to have support, you're going to have healing hands, help. Okay, you have help. All right, but as you're choosing a new direction, that's where the help come from. Okay, the help is already here, but you got to ask your spiritual team to step in and help guide you to the help. Like, hey, okay, I know y'all got some help for me, I know y'all got some good opportunities for me, so can you please help me get to that point? Help me be okay with everything that's leaving my life. Help me be okay with the version of me that I have to let go of because I'm no longer that version. Help me to stay consistent. Help me to be trusting of the path that is right for me, and not so weary when it comes to what is right for me. Okay? Help me to not doubt my truth, doubt my power, doubt my abilities. Okay? And look at what came out, the owl. Okay? The owl doesn't doubt. The owl said, who? 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 The owl says, who did it, when they did it, how they did it, and why did they do it? Okay? The owl asked the right question. The owl sees all. The owl knows. And that's where you are being guided to walk in your knowing. You are co-creating with God. You're co-creating with the Creator. Okay? You have power and authority in your life, but you are not the creator of it all, but you are co-creating, which means you're a part of the creation that is taking place. Okay? And the owl is saying, who are you? The owl is saying, who did it? The owl is saying, whom it may concern, to whom it may concern. Okay? The owl knows. Okay? And that's what you are being awakened through the owl. Okay? The owl sees. So you call on your spiritual team to help you to see what is best for you, to help you to stand strong in your own abilities and your power. Stand firm in your authority. Stand firm in the seeds you plant. Stand firm in the knowing that you deserve better. There's opportunities presenting itself every day. Okay? Ambition is a good servant, but a bad master. That's what the scarab says. The scarab says, ambition is a good servant, but a bad master. So it's good to have ambition, but you cannot allow it to rule you where you lose sight of what is really actually important. Okay? All right. Cooling water. So look into that song. All right, so let's see. All right, so I got it right here. All right. Oh, man, it's a lot of cards. Hold on, y'all. I got it right here. Okay. King of Wands. The King of Wands. The King of Wands is one of those people that they be like, bet. I bet. No doubt. They know what it do. Okay? They know they can create, but they know they have to create through action. They know that if they want something, they have to go for it. And they are very ambitious, okay? So they gonna go for it. The King of Wands is gonna go for it. And this is where you are headed. This is where you are right now, is recognizing that you have the power and authority. He has the wand. The wand represents magic. He has the magic. And it's not just some woo-woo stuff. This is him knowing that he is a part of the divine, and the divine says anything is possible to those who believe. So whatever it is that you believe in, if you believe in It's not possible, lack or fear. I know the world tells you all these bad things and negative things and saying all these things are impossible, but even in the word impossible, it says I'm possible, okay? The world got you, deceives. It deceives, okay? It steals, kills, and destroys, okay? But when you are within you, within God and you see the truth, right? Achievement. All right, so many of you you have achieved a lot in your life. Some of you, you are meant to achieve great things, great you're supposed to be a great support to others. Some of you, you've already been doing that. You've done the work, so you're going to see a lot of sixes, fours, or twos. You have been just a reminder that you have been a go-getter, a support, somebody intellectual, okay, someone who walks in their knowing confidently, okay? But be mindful of like this, the spirit of doubt. It's just a spirit. All of these things that jump through your mind out of nowhere, you just feel, these are just spirits, okay? Don't overdrink, but stay hydrated. um know that you can make your wish come true, okay? If you could just believe in you, your wishes are meant to come true. I know we going through spiritual war, psychological warfare, and everything, but your dreams and your goals, your aspirations, they're meant to happen. But it's you don't have enough faith in yourself. You don't believe enough. And God said, I need you to believe. I need you to have faith. I need you to trust. Okay? And how can you trust? You trust through that childlike wonder. Look at that. That's childlike wonder. Children just kind of do, go, flow. They don't be like, oh, they don't overthink it. For the most part, kids don't usually overthink it. They kind of just flow. They really flow. That's what we learn from children, and children learn from us. Okay? You are a generous person, and it's time for you to be open to receiving. It's meant for you to receive. Receive your divine inheritance. Receive your divine rights. Okay? Just receive. Okay? Because the world is trying to deceive you out of, trick you out of your spot. All right? Integration. So what's happening is your body is shifting, your mind is shifting, your heart is shifting. There's a lot of things that is so much happening in this world. It's not even funny. It's so much. The list is so long. I can't even. Okay. The list is just so long. But what you're being guided to is integrating, which means you are taking all these different aspects of yourself, and you're allowing what is the new to come in and be and fill you up. It's like you know how they have that saying, seeing the glass half empty and half full. So the glass is half empty, and you're allowing something to be poured into you so that you're full, okay? And you're no longer half empty, okay? Okay. I got it right here. Guidance. And that's 33. Okay, so you are being guided, okay? And also, look, so we got 3, which is 30. We got 30, but it's 3. We got 10, which is 1. We got 12, which is 3 again. So you might be seeing a heck of 3s. We got the number 9. Okay, now I said 9 is one of the numbers. We got 42 here, 4 and 2. Okay, so yeah. So they want you to integrate all the knowledge and wisdom that they have been sending you. So there's a lot of information that's coming in that you have been receiving over these past few years, few months, and they want you to take what you're feeling, what you're sensing, what you're noticing, and they want you to utilize it to propel you forward, to take it and create something out of it, okay? Create in me a clean heart and purify me. Okay, then we got perception. We got 3, 5, 35, okay? So the frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Okay. What do you perceive to be right, to be true? To thyself be true. What do you perceive to actually happen for you? Okay. Priorities. So we got another 30. Okay. Number 30 might be significant. What is important for you right now? What is the most important thing for you to focus on right now? And that's where you gotta sit with yourself, sit with your spiritual team, sit with your guides, sit with your advisors, sit with your whoever you work with, you know what I'm saying, to guide you right now. Because right now they're saying you need to prioritize what is the most important right now. What is the most important thing you need to focus on? Focus in on that. Put it in there. Okay. Is it health? Is it wealth? It could be all of those things. But what you got to do is create a plan to balance it out, to work on all of them. And at the end of the day, you have to surrender your perception of what you think you should be, who you think you were, what you think you should be doing, and surrender to ask the divine to show you the truth. Ask the divinity within you to show you what and who you really are and what you should be investing in and focusing in on. Okay? So, amen. 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 Okay. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Shine on me. Yes, Lord, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. So, he that covereth his sin shall not prosper, but whoso confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy. Proverbs 28, verse 13. So being honest and real and true. To thyself be true. Once again, that keeps coming up. To thyself be true. Being honest about what is wrong. What you feel it does not make sense. It's not working. To thyself be true. Speak up. What hurting, you know? Some of you guys, you speaking about partnerships and relationships with family, friends, or people that, you know, you had in your life that hurt you, that really upset you, that really broke your spirit. Being able to communicate and talk about those things so that you can finally be free of the anguish that comes with that, right? Because you carry a burden. It's like you're being weighted down because you're still so focused on what hurt you, what was lost and could not be found. Okay, some of you are attracting a partnership, friendships, business partnerships. Okay, and these are people that are part of your soul tribe. You're actually going to start to meet souled individuals that you actually are going to feel safe with. Okay, a lot of you didn't feel safe. Okay, you did not feel safe. Okay, and now you're going to finally start to feel safe. Sanity. Okay, sanity. So this one is just sitting there calm to help you with your sanity, to help you get back your mind, get back your heart, get back your space, get back your center, right? Because life and the other things that you have to take care of in life, it just really takes you away from, you know, being at peace, being in that childlike energy as you grow. Okay, breathe in love. Breathe out love. Breathe in love. Love without conditions is the only thing I know. Okay, balance. You got to make sure you're balancing it all out, okay? I got it right here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, some of y'all just have been like not really happy with how life has been. Okay, so you haven't really you kind of lost your joy. You lost you lost your connection to your truth, to your inner child. You lost your connection to um what you feel brought you joy, what you feel brought you a peace of mind. And you have a lot of heartache. Some of you guys have a lot of lost a lot of things, lost a part of yourself to people, lost homes, lost friends, lost family, just a lot of loss. And so now you've got to a place with life where you're just kind of like just going with the motions, because you just, okay, I gotta work, okay, I'm gonna go to work. Like, okay, I gotta cook, okay, I gotta cook. Like, there's no joy and real joy in those things that you have to do, and you're being guided to call it all back, get it back. Okay, you have to make sure you're balancing it all out. Okay, some of you guys are connected to Egyptians. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover, right? Like, you've been through a lot, like things you never talked about it with anybody. Okay, that's rhodochrosite. Okay, um increase support. So you will have more support. You will see more support coming in. Okay, rhodochrosite and a prophyllite. All right, you will have more support. You will have more people on your side, speaking up for you, encouraging you, telling you that they got your back and they mean it. Okay, hope. Okay, like I was mentioning earlier, because of life and all the negative things that have happened to you, you lost hope. You lost your will to get excited about the things that are happening in your life. And they saying you have it in your hands to change anything. You have to believe again. You gotta have faith. Because you gotta have faith, 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 faith. Okay? All right? Because you are the star. You're a star. Okay? Shining like a star. All right, Ruby, passion. You got to get your passion. What did you love? What do you like? What do you find joy in? Like, little by little, start making more and more time for it. So if you sew, you make time to sew a little piece, spend about 30 minutes on it. Start off with 10, 15. Like, let's allow the time to grow where you make time to do the thing you love. Like, this is about being able to promote what you're passionate about, okay? Because, baby, you gonna do some big things, but you got to get back into that joyful energy that you usually carry. I think just people have been siphoning you, like they just been draining you, just pulling from you, because you're tasty, you taste very good, and you bring a lot of abundance to people's life, and so they just try to latch onto you and hold on to you and can't let you go. And you not about that life no more. Okay, you need the strength. You see this, the lion, the Leo. Okay, you like finally recognizing that that's not the life I want. That's not the type of energy I want people to put on me. I no longer want to be pulled down, way down. I want to find a joy in every little moment because I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get back to that. Some of y'all are Leos, okay? Love without conditions is the only love I want. And it says right here, it says, since ancient times, ruby have been one of the most precious and valuable gemstones. Its red ray promotes passion. Ruby reminds you that you are equally prized and deserve a life of passion. Does your career match your passion? Are you engaged in activities that exhilarate you? Do you form relationships that light your fire? Ruby encourages you to take steps in igniting your life and with more passion. And so this affirmation is, every day I do things that promote passion in my life. Okay, so that's powerful in itself, right? Love without conditions is the only love. I got it right here. Okay. I just saw 60. So the next 60 days are going to be where you shift. Okay? You're going to see improvement in your health, improvement in your wealth. Okay? All because you set and made a plan. And the plan's not always going to go the way you think. it should go, but it's gonna go. It's gonna go better than you could imagine, because the energy is it's a very auspicious time, right? You have so much wisdom and power and authority. Okay, you are multifaceted. Look at that. Multifaceted. The crystal is titanium rainbow quartz. You are multifaceted. So you just need to remember, look at how beautiful this is. Look at how beautiful this is. That's you. That means there's so many layers to you. So that means you could do so many things. Sit with yourself and take all the gifts that you have. Anything that anybody's ever complimented you on. If they always compliment you on the way you smell, implement smells into whatever you created. If people always say your eyes, do things with your eyes. They always say you have a nice smile, you have nice teeth. Utilize the gifts that were given to you and the compliments people gave you, because it is actually going to give you more clarity on you. So if someone always speaks about, if you get a lot of compliments on like your mouth area, that means you can speak. That means you can use your voice to create a better life for yourself. Okay, so if they always say something about your eyes, or like your makeup on your eyes, or whatever, anything in your face, that means you need to be seen. That means whatever you got going on, whatever you're supposed to do, you're meant to be seen. Like, people need to see you, they need to know you. So that means you need to be out in community, talking to people, things like that. Okay. If people always compliment, your hair, okay, the color, the length, the styles you wear, okay, that means you're thinking your thoughts. That means that the way you think can heal people. The way you think can guide people to be better on their path. That means, like, you have a brilliant mind, okay? It may be different than the way other people think, but that's okay. That doesn't mean that it's wrong. It's just you are unique, okay? If people always compliment you on your shape, okay, that means that your health, like, you're people view you as your healthy person. So you can utilize healthy regimens or things that have to do with the body, okay? Dancing, movement, art, all of that. Like, it's a lot, man. You just sit with yourself and ask, okay, what am I good at? Like, sometimes we're so hard on ourselves, we can't even see that we're good at like 20 different things. And you can take those 20 different things and create something great, okay? So in 18 days, you're going to be getting some money. October is going to be a great month for money, okay? January might have been a great month for you. Either January is a birth month, or somebody in January's birth that has a birthday in January, or next January is going to be like a whole total game changer. So by the time January comes around, you're going to be lit. Like, people around you may be struggling so much, but you're not going to be the one struggling. Okay, so within this year coming, stop. Sorry, y'all. Within this year, you're going to be seeing a lot more success. Okay, and March might have been a really good month. Also, by the time March comes around, you're going to be in a better place. God. Stop! My goodness. Well, at least the light got brighter. Okay, sorry, y'all. This was irritating. Okay, but it's all good. People just, when you be looking for something, it's the funny thing too. Sometimes when you be looking for people and you be like calling them like, hey, can you, nobody be around. When you be like, you don't want to be bothered, that's why everybody want to bother you. That's why you got to be in a space of not reacting and getting so mad with people, okay? You might be like bothered by it, but don't get too much emotions in it, because when you don't want to be bothered, that's when people gonna bother you. When you do want to be bothered, they might not want to be, you know what I'm saying? So you can't put too much of anything in anything, like emotions and mental state and anything. Okay, so you got to really check yourself. You check yourself before you wreck yourself. So you really got to check in with yourself so that you don't dive too much into what's going on around you, because people, you energetically, people flock to you when you're in a state of like neutrality, basically, like you're neutral with everything that you're seeing. All right, Archangel Metatron, increase your light levels, open your stellar gateway chakra. So look into your stellar gateway chakra, okay? We're working on healing that, okay? Working on opening it up, okay? Archangel Raquiel, enter higher planetary service, be a blazing light. So you guys are way showers. You guys are guides, okay? And you are learning how to utilize your power, your zest, your zeal by knowing who you are. What are you? What are you good at? What do you think you offer this world? Why you think you're here? These are the age-old questions that you need to ask yourself to get more clarity on yourself. Once again, the multifaceted came out again. Like, you are a multidimensional, multifaceted. So that means you're good at so much more than you know, right? Dolomite, stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. So you got to remind yourself, when you be feeling down and you be feeling out, like, oh, like it ain't gonna work out, look at how this is happening, why? When one door closed, remember another one about to be open, okay? So if you feel like it's just all bad, and no, it's actually good, it's gonna get better, okay? One door closed, another one's about to open up, okay? So every door that closes, that means there's another door right there ready to open, okay? You just gotta take your hand and turn the knob and pull the door, okay? So we got Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. This is all what I'm saying. This is Divine Amethyst. So amethyst is going to be a beautiful, brilliant stone to utilize. Talk to your angels. Talk to your guides. Okay, stop focusing on what you don't want, okay? Yes, it's shifting. Yes, it's changing. Yes. But you are prepared for it, and it's only for your betterment. So you are not connected to certain things, certain ways of doing, certain ways of being, okay? Oh, Kalima, okay. Face your fears, okay? Ask yourself, what am I really afraid of, okay? Then you can get to the root. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So look at that. That's more confirmation. So everything that's happening is all for your betterment. And sometimes we attach ourselves to things, and once it starts to get like it's leaving, we're like, oh my God. But it's because we were attached to something that didn't deserve, not even deserve, but it wasn't meant to last that long. It was only supposed to be for this time. But you are being told that your brilliance, your passions, whatever you really are, being called to or guided to, that's what's going to bring you to the place you need to be, whether it's health, wealth, or mental, whatever it is that you are seeking right now. You are being guided to it through the numbers, through the colors, through the smells, through your interactions with others. You're being guided to the right people, the right places, and the right things. Archangel Charity, give with an open heart and be generous, okay? Sometimes all you got is $1, and that's gonna help. That'll help you, that'll help somebody else, okay? You might not have it all. You do the best you can, and you love the best you can. And there's nothing wrong with how you love. Archangel Michael, trust in heaven. Oh, I love Archangel Michael. Oh my God. I don't really think Archangel Michael looked like this, but trust in heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Okay? So that's what I was talking about earlier. Okay? You are a miraculous being. Okay? You have to trust in your abilities. You have what it takes. You are guided. You are protected. You are loved. And Archangel Michael, here to remind you, like, step back. You doing too much. You need to have more faith. You need to know that it is miraculous things. Like when one door closes, you need to tell yourself another one is opening. Okay, this door done closed. That means something better coming. So sometimes you got to talk to each other to remind ourselves, because we be forgetting. I be forgetting. Baby, I be forgetting sometimes. I be like, oh, Woe is me, woe is this, right? Because we get wrapped in the feelings because we are in a human body having all these different experiences, right? So this is crazy. Because look at this motherfucker. Look at this card. This is citrine, okay? And guess what it says? Unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. And there's a dove at the top, which represents Archangel Michael too. Bam. That's crazy. Citrine is going to help you. And Sugar Light. And this one says, own your divine power. Amen to that. We got to get back into our power of knowing that we are co-creating with God. If we are co-creating with God, that means God gave me power to do certain things because I'm co-creating with God. I'm not the creator of all, but I'm co-creating. That means I'm working with God. So God gave me power. God gave me the wand. Okay. God gave me the pinnacle. God gave me the chalice. Okay. And God gave me the swords. Okay. God gave me it all so that I can utilize it to make the life I desire, but I have to believe in it. And it is challenging to believe in something that you are surrounded by people who think you're wasting your time, you're a fool, oh, that doesn't make sense, yeah, right, that's impossible, all of that stuff. And that's why you really got to build your faith, build your like how you see the world. You have to build that wall so that you can actually see what you desire happen, okay? And this is Sugar Light. And it says, replace codependent people pleasing with the assertiveness and empowerment. Amen. Ashe, ashe. Oh, okay. Ashe, ashe. Okay, so now let's see. We got artistry. Okay, so y'all might be doing something that's like artsy. Okay, so some of you guys, that could be painting, that could be drawing, that could be voiceovers, using your voice. That's a form of art. Singing, dancing, that could be pottery, that could be building, that could be creating fragrances, that could be making your own deck of cards, that could be writing your own book. Like, there's so many ways to show your artistic side. Okay, the affirmation is, I embrace my artistic ability and creative talent. There are gifts I have to share with the world that only I can provide. So you got to think of yourself as like top shelf, okay, like a cognac or something like that. You a top shelf, you know what I'm saying? Like you people want you, they need you, they know that they got to pay a lot to get you, okay? That's you. You need to start seeing yourself, and that means that you are the only one that can provide that particular thing. Okay? Trust in your power. Oh my God. There's another one. You have the power. Okay? Sail away, sail away, sail away. Okay? Daffodils are going to be beneficial. The color yellow is going to be beneficial. Trust in your power. Okay? Trust in your power. Valley, fertile new soil. So once again, that it says take a new direction and you have fertile soil. So that means whatever seed you plant right now are going to reap a harvest later. Okay, I'm just trying to tell you because you are in a new chapter. July is going to be big papa, big mama month. Okay, big popping, little things stopping. Big things popping, little things stopping. Okay, so little things, they got to go, they stopped. That little thinking, the way little moves, big things popping, little things stopping. Okay, Aspen, shedding of the old. Once again, whatever you thought you was, that's a lie. The lie detector determined that is a lie. Okay, where you thought you was some little old maid servant when you are actually the one that was supposed to be owning the mansion, that's supposed to be served. Okay, serviced. Lily, time of new birth. Okay, so lilies, white, these flowers are beneficial to you. Okay, you are birthing there's a version of you that's birthing a new you. If you're seeing a lot of, like, if the month of June, pay attention. If you start seeing a lot of babies around you, or pregnant women, or people talking about being pregnant, or preparing themselves to get pregnant, or I just had a baby. These are all signs of that you are transitioning, that you've transitioned, that you are in a new space, that this is not the old you, this is not the old story. It does not exist anymore, right? Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Look at how pretty that tree is. Okay, this is an elm tree. Look at that elm tree. Beautiful. Magnificent. Resilience and strength. You carry this resilience. You carry this strength that's not like anybody else. No one's ever been able to be like you. Not in this lifetime. There's no one quite like you, okay? Ain't nobody like you. They could try to copy you, mimic you, do all that, but they're nothing like you, okay? Hidden gifts. So you about to see that hidden gifts the next 60 days. You're going to see gifts that you didn't know you had coming to surface. You're going to be like, you're going to try to look it up on Google. You ain't going to be able to find nothing because it's not meant to. This is all new. You bringing that whole house down, baby. Ferns, new wonders. So being open to seeing things from a different perspective. There's lots of newness. So you're going to see that you're going to be able to travel. Some of y'all will be traveling. I see 3 different places. So you're going to travel 3 different places within the next 60 days. That is going to really open your mind. Okay. And I keep thinking back to that episode of Rick and Morty when he became a kuat. And when him and his sister was fighting, and they was over this invention that the grandfather had made, and so they fell in the water and they became attached to each other. So the brother was attached to the sister's belly, and they call him a kuat. I think that's what they call him. But it was like all Morty could say was, "Open your mind, open your mind." And I love that. It's so silly. I know it's so silly, but man, every time I think about it, it makes me laugh so hard, because the way all he could say, and the crazy thing is, when he was saying open your mind, he literally was saying a bunch of stuff. Like, he was saying danger, pay attention, watch out, but all he kept saying, open your mind. And so that's all they thought. He was just talking nonsense. And that's what people around you, that's what they look at you like. They look at you like, you may know some little something, but you don't, whatever. I don't want to hear what you got to say. They don't really listen to you, but you be knowing what you talking about. And to some people, it's gibberish. To the right folks, they like, oh my gosh, mind open, expansion, okay? But to the wrong folks, you just sound like you talking gibberish, like you are crazy, you don't know what you're talking about, you a mess. But that's to the wrong folks. Okay, so be careful with believing people who don't have your best interest at heart. Be mindful of people who try to deceive you, because they are, you got to trust your intuition. I know you felt it. You felt it when that person came around. You sensed it. You knew. Okay, sunflowers. Okay, you find your happiness. Okay, you are the sunflower soul. Okay. I'm just saying, you can do better. Life, death, and rebirth. You are literally going through that transition right now. You are going through life. You are going through death and rebirth all at the same time. That's what you're literally transitioning through. You had a life that's no longer feasible to who you are meant to be. And God is like, I can't play with you with this. You need to be that version that I'm telling you to be. Like, you can't, I don't want you to stay stuck anymore, okay? And then you literally are having a death right now, and you're being rebirthed at the same time. It's wild. And it's the ocean. Okay, new growth. Okay, you know how when your hair start growing, you go get your hair done, you got it braided, and then you start seeing the braid starts loosening up because your new growth coming in, like, you got that new hair coming in. That's you. New growth. New levels, new devils. That's what they say. But you're literally elevating, okay? And that's the spring. Okay. Marshland, transition and change. Once again, that's a confirmation that you're literally in the space of the transition, life, death, rebirth. You had a life, you can't live that life anymore. So it has to die away so that you can be rebirthed. And that's where you are right now. Okay, you are a spiritual warrior, and this one is Holly. Okay, Holly. Okay. Okay, Holly be like, Holla. Oh, sorry. So corny. So corny. Okay, we got Birch, healing the past. So a lot of y'all learning how to heal the past. What was is not anymore, and that's okay. What you did before, it wasn't okay at the time, but you don't have to be that version of you anymore. Cattail, spread your seeds. Okay, the more you speak on what you know, the more you empower yourself. Okay, and I got it right here. Change is coming. The winds. That's what you're experiencing right now. Change, and it's not that comfortable. It's not the best feelings so deep in my feelings. When I'm with you, I can't breathe. You look like you're doing something to me. That's how I feel about change. Ooh. No, I never get over you until I found something new. They get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay, baby, ba-dum, Buddha. I got my heart like, okay, that's how change got me feeling. Like, I know I can't do nothing without you, but just shoot, my heart beating very fast because of you. Change. Okay. And then, oh my God, this popped up into my head. It's so crazy. This is South Park. And this was when the dad helped somebody who was homeless and he gave him some change. And ever since he did that, now it was just so many homeless people just coming out of nowhere. Change, change, change. Give me some change. Like, it was crazy. But it just reminds me of change, but change, right? Because there's different ways you can use changing. Okay, so there's get some change. But it just popped in my head. So sometimes you help somebody and then they want to bring everybody else to get the help. And sometimes you're meant to help every single one of them. And then there's other people that you're only meant to help that one person, and then, you know, take a break and then go help somebody else. Your life is not like everybody else's. I know you know that. Redwood, okay, ancient teachings, okay. And that's so beautiful because redwood forest out here in Cali is powerful. It is beautiful. And they cut your, like, the way it's, like, it's not a smooth, like, I think the birch tree is more like smooth, but this one, if you look at how the tree is, like, you can't just like lay your hand on it. You got to be careful how you hug that tree, how you put your hand on there to, you know, exchange energies or just to feel the energy of the tree. Okay, so you don't get yourself messed up. Okay, Archangel Metatron, increase your light levels, open your stellar gateway chakra. Okay, so I already read those ones. Okay, so let's see. Any more cards? Let's see. I got a song, and I'm hoping that they don't do nothing to me because I play this song. But this is, I'm going to just sing. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I am enough. 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 Okay, hold on. I'm about to find it. Hold on, y'all. I need y'all to hear this song because, listen, Hunties. That song had my heart singing. Hopefully, it's an affirmation, but it's like, I think this is it. Listen, y'all. I don't own the copyrights to the song. Please, YouTube. It's an affirmation. I'm enough. I am 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 enough. I Yes. Right. I am enough. Yes, sir. I am enough. Yes. I love when he hit that note.